What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Divana if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for tuning back in. Okay, you guys, so we got a lot to talk about today. So yes, it is my 18-month post VSG update. I cannot believe I am 18 months out at this point, you guys. A year and a half, man. Like, it's crazy how time flies after your surgery, and you know, you think this far out, like you're not going to continue to go through things, you're not going to continue to experience different symptoms and learn new things about yourself and about what the surgery can do and what your body can do. But baby, I am here to tell you it continues. And so yes, this video might be kind of lengthy because we're going to talk about a lot of different things. I really want to let you guys know what's been going on with me, what's new, what's changed, what's going to happen going forward, and just let you in on all of the tea. So if you would learn to know what's going on with me, what you can expect, I would love for you to stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so before we continue, let me just give you a rundown of my stats. So my highest weight ever recorded was 250 pounds. My starting weight surgery day, which my surgery was October 29th of 2021, and at surgery I was 239 pounds. And my highest BMI too, because I'm really, you know, they always want to talk about your BMI, and that is one of my goals as well, is to lowering my BMI. And my highest BMI was 44.4, far as when I was 250 pounds. At surgery day, 239 pounds, my BMI was 42.4. And as of today, I am 162 pounds and my BMI is currently 28.8. So yes, I've came a long way. It's been a long journey and the journey has not stopped. It is continuing, and let me let y'all in on what is current. So if you're not familiar, I have been struggling with wanting to lose these last, I would say, 20 plus pounds. So let me backtrack a little bit, you guys. I haven't filled you guys in on the fact that I gained weight. So I had started gaining weight again, mainly because of snacking. Snacking will creep up on you, as well as just, it wasn't even like necessarily eating bad, but it was not watching what I was eating, or not going long periods without eating and then binging, or just my appetite was increasing so much, like I would just always be hungry, and instead of doing what I needed to be doing, which we know what that is, I would go and get a snack. And no, I'm not reaching for a healthy snack. I am reaching for chips, I am reaching for a granola bar, I am reaching for those types of things, which are sliders. At least for me, they are slider foods. So if they are not filling me up, they are not giving me any nutritional value at all, and I am eating those at night. You guys, I was dealing with insomnia so bad. So I was up till 2, 3 in the morning, binging on TV shows and eating. And when I tell you, I was binging kind of not as bad because of my restriction, but it reminded me of how I would binge before surgery, and it really brought me back to a dark place where I was just eating because I was bored, eating because I was depressed, and not even a depressed in the, I can't explain it. I don't know if, what is it, Mercury in retrograde or whatever it might be, but I'll get in these slumps occasionally, and that's what it was. I was in this big slump. And so yeah, I was just up in my thoughts, watching TV, scrolling on my phone, and just eating. And I just really was not able to sleep. And when I'm bored like that, you guys, especially certain periods, I'll just have these time periods of my life that I'll do that. And you guys, out of nowhere, it was creeping up on me, the weight. And you guys, and it sucks because I was so proud of myself. I have a video where I had officially lost 90 pounds, got down to 160 pounds. And I was so happy, so proud of myself, right? But then, you guys, the scale went up 162. I'm like, okay, that's all right. You're going to have fluctuations. 164. Okay, that's okay. You know, this like, you know, making excuses. 166. Oh, dang. Okay, now we pushing it. 167, 168, 169. And it's like, oh shit. Like, excuse my French, but like, seriously, that is how I felt. Like, oh, I'm getting emotional. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Like, this is hitting me, y'all. But I'm like, oh my gosh, are you literally telling me I just gained 9 pounds? I gained 9 pounds back. Like, you're literally telling me I gained 9 pounds back? Absolutely not. Like, I don't know about anybody else after weight loss surgery, after weight loss in general, but for me personally, that is one of my biggest fears, is gaining the weight back. I don't want to feel that way again. I don't want to be big like that again. I don't want to be that at all. I don't want to look at myself that way again. And I already knew, so I know this whole video is gonna be all over the place, you guys, but stick with me, okay? I'm gonna give you a little backstory, so I'm gonna take a pivot real quick. So I moved to a new city back in August of 2022. So I had to stop seeing my current, the people that my surgeon that I got my surgery with. I had to stop seeing them because in a new city, I had to switch insurance companies. So I hadn't seen anybody for bariatrics since I was 6 months post-op up until I just seen someone in April in bariatrics in April of this year, 2023. So going that long without seeing somebody who understands weight loss surgery, who can actually help you out with your specific nutrition and understanding your body and your surgery, you guys, I was struggling. I was, you know, screaming for help. Like, I can't explain to you how many different doctors I tried to get into, and like, it's been a freaking struggle. It's been a freaking process for me, you guys. And it's been hard too with trying to find doctors that want to help me. So for me specifically, I felt like I wasn't happy with my size. Everybody has a goal weight, and like my surgeon office in my last city, they didn't have a specific weight that they wanted me to get to. They never gave me a number, and I know every place is different because I hear people's stories and they're like, yeah, you know, my surgeon wanted me to get to 150, 180, whatever the number might be. They never gave me a number. It was not even a number of how much they wanted me to lose. So I didn't have much guidance on that. I just knew far as me, far as when I look in the mirror, far as what my body tells me when I'm working out, when I'm walking up a flight of stairs, what still feels heavy to me? What, when I look in the mirror, still feels like I don't like the way I look, far as weight-wise and body fat-wise. Like, honestly, I want to lose a certain amount of body fat overall. And I would go to doctors, and they would look at me like, you're crazy. You've lost 80-something pounds. You're fine. You don't need to lose any more weight. You'll be okay. Look how far you've come. You should just be proud. And it's like, I never said I wasn't proud. I never said that I didn't come far. Those were never my words. My words were, I want to continue to lose more weight because I want to be in a good place. And honestly, don't y'all always push you should be in a certain BMI category, right? And I don't want to be in my actual BMI category. I am 5'3". I'm technically supposed to be like between 118 and 120 pounds. I definitely don't want to be that little. Absolutely not. To me, I would not look good. I would look disgusting to me for my preference of how I want to look. Anyways, so it's been really hard trying to find someone to help me, trying to figure it out. I know what I need to do. I will do it. I have done it. Eating when I'm supposed to eat. The only thing that I have not done, you guys, is the working out portion. But for me, yes, I do. You do need to do something. You don't need to, you should be strength training. I'm not saying you don't ever need to strength train, because specifically after weight loss surgery, you do need to build up your muscles. But what I'm saying is you don't need to be stagnant. You need to be moving around in some capacity. So definitely walk at least. But I'm saying is your main focus should be your nutrition. And that's what's been my main focus, is trying to just hone in on my nutrition, hone in on a plan. And when I've been busting my ass on doing exactly what I need to do, meeting every single macro that I need to meet, when they test my vitamin levels and I'm absolutely perfect, my supplements are amazing, my health is A1 in every single aspect, and I am not losing weight, I'm screaming for help, because I'm saying, well, hey, like, this isn't where I want to be. Why is it wrong for me to want to lose weight still? Like, I don't see why that is a problem. Why it's a negative for me to want to be in a healthy category for myself? Because you don't see it that way. That is a personal problem for you, not for me. Anyways, I digress. So I ended up finding someone. So like the program here, the way it works is you don't just go to a doctor and they prescribe you. Like I could have, but for the bariatric department, a specific doctor that has to do it. Long story short, I did get to see the doctor that prescribes you things. I didn't want to get put on phentermine. I really didn't. But that is usually what they start people on. So he prescribed me, instead of just phentermine, because I did express some of my concerns about it and everything. He prescribed me phentermine and topiramate. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but yeah, that is what he prescribed to me. And that is what I've been taking. Now, I can do a complete whole separate video on that. But I'm just gonna give a little slight overall gist of that in this, update. Is so far, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's too early. I officially started taking phentermine April 21st. So we'll see. Like I said, I am gonna do a whole separate video on it because there's not a lot of videos on specifically. So there's a whole different pill that combines the two, but I have the pill separately. So I am gonna do a whole separate video on that. So definitely be on the lookout for that if that's something that you're interested in, because a lot of people talk stuff about people getting on weight loss pills after the surgery, because they're like, well, the whole point of me getting the surgery is so that I don't ever have to do that. Well, if that's your journey, boo, that's your journey. Props to you, but that's not my journey. And if this is what I need to do, then I'm absolutely gonna do what I need to do to make me happy, to get to where I need to be, and to help me out. So that is my process, and you can either take it or you can keep it moving. You don't have to watch my channel. You don't have to follow my journey. You don't have to support me in any way, shape, or form, okay? All right, so keeping it moving. I wanted to get a little bit into restrictions and dumping, because people do not talk about it enough. And it is something that I have personally experienced and I continue to go through. And I think that if you're thinking about getting the surgery, or if you're on your journey and you're going through it and you're like, oh my gosh, is this normal? Things like that. I'm here to go into depth. Now, trigger warning, baby, because this is going to get a little, TMI, but I feel like it definitely needs to be talked about. So first, let's just talk about restrictions. Oh my gosh, your restrictions can change from day to day. One day I can make a low carb sandwich and be able to eat the whole thing. Even if it takes me 30 minutes, I'll be able to eat the whole thing, right? No problem, perfect. I can make that same sandwich the next day and take one bite and feel like I ate a cow. Like, oh my gosh. Like, you'll feel so stuffed. You'll just be like, man, them restrictions and the way it hits you. I think what bothers me the most is the inconsistency. Like, if you could just stay the same, that'd be great. Or even picking, like, I thought I had it under control as far as figuring out which foods, like, you know, gave me certain restrictions. Like, okay, I have to make sure, like, it's all whole wheat, or it's, you know, just different things like that. Or like the way I eat eggs, my body restricts it one way more than the other. I know, weird, right? But it's just, my body can't break it down a certain way, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. No, I still haven't figured it out. Your body decides one day what it can tolerate more of, and then the next day it's like, actually, that's too much, you know? So definitely it's normal. So if you're experiencing that, baby, it's normal. And I wish I could give you more advice on it, but I don't have it. I'm still learning. But you do continue to have these restrictions, because I know after you hit that year mark, people like go in a frantic point, like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Is my stomach gonna just grow? Am I just gonna, you know? No, baby, you still have those restrictions. Absolutely. And you're just like, your what do they say, your brain is bigger than your stomach or something like that, like where you be like, you'll be so freaking hungry, you be like, oh, I'm about to tear this up, like, ooh, can't wait to smash this. And then you'll go to eat and you'll be so disappointed. You will go to eat and you'll be so disappointed because you will go and take one bite and you will literally be like, I can't, like, if I eat one more tiny like bite of meat and it's over with, my body will empty that instantly. And it's crazy because, like, even with restrictions, it kind of goes into dumping, because if I have even like one bite too much of something, my body will instantly regurgitate it. Like, and it won't come up that fast. I shouldn't say it that way. But my body won't even digest it. It will sit in the bottom of my throat. Like, I could feel it on the inside right here. It will not digest it. It will just say absolutely not. My body will completely restrict it. And I would instantly have to go throw that up. And this is where I said we're going to get graphic, because let's talk about that. We do not throw up the same. When your body is dumping, it is not the same as normal people throwing up. And please tell me, I know I was speaking to this girl on Instagram who's had the surgery, and we were like, oh my gosh, why hasn't anybody talked about this? Because when me and her were talking about it, she had posted something on her story. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to hear somebody say it, because baby, I go through that and it's crazy as hell. When I throw up or when I am dumping, especially because it'll be stuck here in my throat, number one. Number two, because it did not digest, it comes back up in clumps. So the same way you just chewed that food is the same consistency. It comes back up. And that feeling is so freaking horrible. That feeling of kind of like, it feels like you're choking on your food and like just, I would never forget dumping and throwing up, and because it was coming out in clumps, that water clunks back up into my face, honey. I was so damn disgusted. I might have damn near scrubbed the skin off of my face. Literally, I might have scrubbed the damn skin off of my face. Like, oh my gosh. Like, and it's crazy for me specifically. Like, when they talk about dumping, they tell you, oh, you're gonna dump 2 things that you're not supposed to eat. You know, sweets and this and that. Absolutely not. I thought that too. No. I will dump to so many different things. It could be overeating, which I'm still having to, it's hard to tell for me. I still haven't gotten a gauge on what's overeating for me. Because even for me, it's taking one bite too much. Or it's eating too fast, not allowing time for my body to have that full process to digest the food. Or it's just one day not liking, my body would just not like a food one day. I was drinking a protein shake one day and my body decided I don't want that. And I drink protein shakes every single day. It is what I start my days off with normally 9 times out of 10. And for a week, I completely could not do protein shakes because since I dumped from it, I instantly was like, I don't want to go through that again. So for a week, I just was like, I'm so scared to try a protein shake again. And that was so weird. It wasn't a new protein shake. I wasn't introducing anything new to my body. It's something that I had been doing previously and my body completely dumped. And it wasn't even dumping from throwing up. So let me speak on that, because you can dump from this way or you can dump from the other way. And the thing about it is you don't know what's gonna happen or how your body is gonna decide which way. And that's why I say I feel like when you're throwing it up, the dumping is related more to like a restriction. I don't know. Rather than when you're dumping first, you're having to go use number 2. It's your body's process to rejecting the food as well. I'm not sure. Like I said, please comment down in the comment section your thoughts, what's been going on with you, how you dump your process, because baby, people do not talk about it enough. And I definitely still struggle with it. It's definitely a process. I'm still learning, trying to figure it out, but I go through it, but I know a lot of people don't. So comment if you don't as well, honey. Oh, props to you, blessings to you, far as if you don't dump. But I know I go through things that people don't, and then vice versa. I know a girl I met, she goes through a lot of things with VSG that I've never gone through. So, you know, this surgery is so much of a blessing and a curse all in one. Like, I am so I don't regret a day of it. I don't regret a day of getting this surgery by any means. But don't let anybody tell you that this was the easy way out. Don't let anybody tell you that it wasn't worth it, or if you're thinking about getting this surgery, it would definitely change your life. I tell everybody all the time, like, this surgery saved me. This surgery saved me. I was telling my sister the other day, explaining to her my eating disorder and how I used to binge and how much food that I literally could eat in one sitting. And that was one sitting. How just in watching a movie, a 2-hour movie, how much food I could sit and eat. And then that later on in that day, I could eat more food, or that I could be feeling like I need something so bad that it didn't matter what time of night it was. I could get up at like midnight and go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac meal and sit and eat that entire thing. Like, it got so bad for me. And like, no one really realized that. And that weight just kept piling on. And it's because I did have an eating disorder. It's because I was addicted to food. And that doesn't just go away, but the surgery definitely helped me to not be able to eat those things again. I cannot eat a McDonald's burger. I physically cannot eat it. My body instantly will not allow me to. And I'm so glad that I can't. And I'm so glad that I can't even eat as much food anymore, because I would be back in that same spot. I would probably be pushing, if not 300 pounds at this point, if I had not gotten the surgery or sitting in a hospital bed because of so many different health complications that came with my eating disorder, my addiction to food. Because people talk about addiction so much and don't realize food is an addiction. you can be addicted to food. An eating disorder is an addiction in some way, shape, or form. Like, it is something that we are battling every single day. No matter what that is for you, it is something that we are battling. And that's why we as a community need to uplift each other, help each other out, give each other pointers, because this process isn't easy by any means. We're still learning, we're still struggling, but we're still learning to figure out how to enjoy that as well. Now, on those same means, I want to talk a little bit about body dysmorphia and get into a quick body update before I close out this video. So, I've talked about it before, body dysmorphia. And man, that sticks with you. And I feel like it's something that maybe a lot of people go through no matter what, but it is more apparent after surgery. So I have my wonderful days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you look amazing. You look bomb. Like, I see the weight loss. I see the transformation. Or like, I'll look at a picture. I was showing my sister a picture of me from Easter. And I was like, there's no way that that's me. Like, I don't look that little. Am I that little? And she was like, that's how I see you. And every time she sees me, she's like, ooh, girl, you getting little. Like, I see you. And I'm like, and I always say to her, like, I don't see it. But then I look at a picture, I'm like, dang, that's me. Because when I look in the mirror a lot of the time, I don't see that. And I don't see a 250-pound woman anymore, but I do still see, like when I look in the mirror, I feel like I look like I'm like 180 pushing 190. I don't feel like I look 160. Or like I'm struggling with comparing myself so much. Like looking at somebody else, like that's my same height and like, I don't know, just like, oh my God, well, look at her. She's 160 and look how little she looks, or like just things like that. I'm just letting you guys know. And please don't be in the comments telling me what I should do. I know. And I appreciate it, but I don't need it. I'm not going to respond because to be honest with you guys, that is not helpful. It might be helpful to some people, but it's not helpful to me personally. I know you shouldn't compare. I'm not telling you to compare. I'm just telling you what I've been doing because I'm trying to help you guys out and let you know how body dysmorphia can affect you. And I do struggle with comparing. And so that's what I'll do. Or like, I'll just wake up and I look in the morning and I'll just feel like crap. I'll just feel like complete crap and just feel like I haven't come as far as I am. Or because I'm not where I want to be, I'll knock myself. But then I'll have days like today. I woke up and I was going through snaps. So it was my friend's birthday last night. We all got together and went out and stuff like that. And I was looking at some of the pictures they were posting on Snapchat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you look good. Like, you look small. Like, you look, yes, you see the weight loss. You look your size. You know, you look good, baby. And even like I woke up and I looked in the mirror of like what I put on and I'm like, you look good. I was like, hey, I'm keeping this on today. Like, I was gonna change because at first my mood, y'all, because after the night out, honey, I'm tired and I gotta, you know, pick up and do mommy duties. And at first I was gonna, you know, just throw on a big hoodie and be slumped and it's raining. I was just gonna literally like, let's glue me out. I was gonna throw on a hoodie and oversized clothes. And then I put on this really cute shirt and I have on some leggings. And I'm like, honey, you look good. Like, I was like, I don't want to take this off. Like, I wish it was nice outside because, honey, I would be showing off today, okay? So you're going to have those ups and down days. You're going to deal with it. And if you don't, oh my gosh, high praises, baby. I hope you don't. But you have to find what works for you to deal with it, you know? Find a shirt that makes you feel confident. you know, journal. I do journal. I've been trying to work on having a more positive mindset. So for every negative thought, write down maybe 2 positive thoughts. You know, figure that out. Or I've been journaling, you know, my life in the way I want to see it, in the way I want it to be. So manifesting that, you know. So I'll journal like, you know, I woke up and it's a beautiful 75-degree sunny day, and I got on the scale and I'm at a new weight loss goal. I am 145 pounds, and my you know, just putting stuff like that, you know, putting in like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my body fat percentage is down to 25%. Like, girl, we are, you know, hitting our goals. And I prayed today, like just manifesting all the things that I want to make sure that I'm doing in my life. And I'm journaling that, you guys. I am journaling my goal weight, my goal, everything, like, and that has been helping me. And I'll go back and read it. And I'll be like, yep, you're right. We got this. This is where I want to be. And trying to just stop saying all of those negative things and change it into a positive, because I feel like the more negative energy we put out into the world, that's what we're getting back. And that's what you're going to feel. The more you say like, oh, I'm tired of this, I hate that, da, 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 that's what you're going to feel. You're going to put yourself down. And then also, I've been trying to, you want the change, you got to do the change. So you want to lose the weight, we'll do it. You want to have less body weight fat percentage or whatever, then do it. You want to make more money, then do it. Like, we have to stop sitting on our butts and complaining about things and not making a change. And that's what we need to do. That's what I want to do, you know, and I think it's only up for me. It's only up for you. And that's what I'm going to continue to be doing, you guys. What's next for me is getting down to my goal weight. So my first goal weight is 150 pounds. So I'm 12 pounds to that goal, away from that goal. And I will get there. And my first things first is I need to make sure that I am moving for at least actively moving for 30 minutes every single day, because I do not. I work from home, and I noticed that with working from home, and my kids get rides to school. So for the most part, like, I get them on certain days, but for the most part, I do not leave the house during the week. I have no reason to. So I am trying to change that in any way that I can, and figuring out ways, and I'm trying to figure out ways to work out where I go outside, because doing in-home workouts, I'm so stay focused on being in the house, and I need to get out of that, because then that is more where I'm just getting in this depressed state and I need to be able to get outside, and just making myself, and I noticed too, like, working out late at night does not work for me. It used to, but it does not work for me. It does not work for my kids in our schedule. I am so pooped by the end of the night with doing all the things that I need to do. So I need to get my butt up early and stop pressing snooze on that alarm. Get up, go on a morning walk, get that in, and start my day so that I can be in bed by a good time, which for me is normally around, I want to be in the bed sleep by 8:39 at the latest. To be able to have a good night's sleep and wake up refreshed and happy with a great mindset. And I need to just make myself do it. It's not about motivation. It's about determined to make it happen. If I wake up every day and I go to work because I have to, I need to wake up every day, get in my steps, get in my 30-minute exercise because I have to, because I have goals to meet, and because my body, my health needs me to move. And I need to, the same way I have the mindset of get your butt up and go to work, I need to have that to do every single thing else in life. Get your butt up and get your water in. Get your butt up and take your vitamins. Get your butt up and walk. Get your butt up and move. That's what it needs to be, and that's what it needs to be for you. We need to stop making these excuses. Oh, I'm not motivated. Oh, I'm not this. Who cares? So damn what? Get up and do it. That's all it needs to be. That's all it needs to be. Oh, well, I'm busy. I didn't get a chance to drink my water. Absolutely not. Every single second that you are talking, take a sip. Every single second. Any second that you thought of something, take a sip of water. Like, it's just, we make too many excuses instead of actually just getting this stuff done. There are people out here going through worse things than us, dealing with more than us, busier schedules than us, and getting it done. And so we need to stop making those excuses and making it happen. And I feel like we need to stop complaining about the things that we can change. If you can change it, stop complaining, you know? And that is where I'm at with that. So let's get into this body update. Now, this is the biggest thing. I hate. My biggest insecurity is my stomach. And I don't know. I still don't know which route I want to go in as far as, do I want to look into surgery? Or do I want to see if I can, like, get my stomach to where my legs have never been a problem. I can tone up my legs, and I do have loose skin on my legs, but I can tone up my legs in the gym instantly. My legs are the first thing to tone up. And I know I can get my arms to where they need to be, because I have more fat than loose skin on my arms. But my stomach is my biggest problem area and my biggest insecurity. But I want to be transparent with y'all. I want to let you in on the real, and that, you know, it can look so good from the outside in. People can put on girdles and waist trainers and pull their leggings up to a certain point and make it all look good. And not everybody's like that. It's so hard too when you see bodies after weight loss surgery and they don't have loose skin. They have super flat stomachs. They barely have a pudge, but you're not in that category. So you're like, well, how would mine possibly look? Can I see somebody that, you know, they do still have a belly, and things like that? So I'm gonna be real with y'all and show you my biggest, you know, concern areas, and let's just get into it. Okay, you guys, so this is me currently. I can't believe I am getting on camera like this. So this is how I look. So as you see here, I'll get a little closer. My arms are super flabby. Like I said, my loose skin is really here. So yeah, definitely flabby, but they're not my biggest insecurity. I do have back fat here. I don't really care about any of my stretch marks. And then my legs. Y'all, I like developed hip dips, which is crazy. Never had those before. But yeah, my legs are super flabby. I mean, and as I continue to lose weight, they might get more flabby, but I'm gonna try, like I said, start moving around. But as you see, it's not like crazy bad. I've seen, you know, people's be worse, but yes, that is that. I'm trying to come up a little closer. And I do have like cellulite and things in my butt area now. And then belly. So I do have 2 kids. I've had 2 C-sections. As you'll be able to tell, my stomach is lopsided, and that's from my first emergency C-section. So yeah, I'll get a little closer. But my stomach is super flabby. Like, And it's crazy because like the doctor looked when I went to see the bariatric doctor. She looked and she was saying that, you know, I don't have crazy amount of loose skin, but this is my biggest insecurity. So I usually always keep it tucked. But yeah, that's a body update, you guys, and I am working on it. I want to at least try to tone up as much as I can, and, you know, get rid of, you know, some of these areas. Okay, you guys, so that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for being a part of my journey. This isn't the end. I'm definitely gonna keep you guys updated. Definitely be on the lookout for my update videos of how it's, you know, how it goes, how it's been going with me on my journey with weight loss pills and weight loss medication in general, because I'll be putting a video out with that soon for sure. And I'm gonna definitely keep you guys updated on everything, and possibly be taking you guys with me on my morning walks. The weather here has been super rainy lately, and I film on my phone, so I don't know how we're gonna do that part, but I'm definitely wanting to be able to vlog my journeys of that every single day, especially to hold myself accountable. Please comment down below where you are in your journey, what it's been like for you. I would love to hear it. Let's uplift each other. I am here for you. I appreciate you guys so much of being a part of my journey and having me be able to support and uplift you as well. This is really hard for me to be able to share so much of my life, so much of the hardest things for me, especially like the body updates. But I know that it's something that I wanted to see when I was thinking about the surgery, or in the beginning of what someone like my starting size and things like that, their body could possibly look like. And you want to see the real, you want to see the in and outs besides the glamorous, you know, just the big transformation. Oh, okay, I'm down 100 pounds or down this. You see all of those big titles, right? But you don't see everyone's ins and out, the ups and downs. And that is what I want to give to you. That is what I want to show you. And I want to show you too that as many hard times as you have, you're going to have uplifting times. And I want to walk you through each part of that and have you be a part of my journey and my continuance with weight loss and VSG. So you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Be a part of the family, you guys, and I will catch you in my next video.